Okay, cool. So, guys, we're live. We're doing Trump stock right now. We're gonna check everything out, see how everything's doing. Thank God. Uh, we're currently at 350. We're on a pretty big tear downside, but I do believe that we are going to find some form of resistance at some point. This is the third biggest ripper so far at 69%. Fourth place being 66%. We got a big resistance at $28. So we're just going to kind of be patient, play this out, see how it moves. I've currently got my stop loss at $2. We're currently at 282 right now. So if we get stopped out, it is what it is. We just made a 3x, 3x, yeah, we did 3x. So it'd be up 400%. Can't be mad about it. It's definitely something to work with. But I'm gonna go right in here. I'm gonna take a close by stop loss. I'm gonna closely monitor what my bid and asks are. I'm gonna closely monitor, where I'm moving on this chart right here. I still believe, I still strongly believe we're gonna hit 19, and then possibly bounce back up. If we don't, I possibly could get stopped out at this point. Um, but I'm willing to run it for the money. We were up about, I would say 600. I probably could have pulled $600, $700. I probably could have pulled. That would have been a 10x easily. But I'm riding this to the wheels fall off. This is a zero DTE. This has to move very quickly if I'm going to make profit. This has to move the way Trump stock moves, the way DWAC moves, if I'm going to make money. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I don't see anything other than extreme like rocket going on. We've hit 25.75, very close to a major level of resistance at $28. And that's what, in some way, shape, or form, gives me some form of confidence that we're still going to hit at least 28 for today. Now, if we do hit 28 for today, I'm looking at about approximately 2,000%, which I'm happy with. I mean, my goal for today is $1,000. At the worst case scenario, I'm still up 400% with stop loss at $2. Bid is currently going at $3.10. We're getting close. I'm not gonna lie, we are getting close. Will I survive if we do hit equilibrium right here? I don't know. I'm not confident about it, but I don't want to move my stop just because something is going down for me. I'm not going to be a bitch about that. It is what it is. Profit's profit. I'm going to take it when I see it. Go into this. Oh, what the fuck is that? What did that just do? What the hell was that? This is one reason why I absolutely cannot stand Weeble desktop. I love the mod. Here we go, modified. I feel like an 80-year-old man trying to figure out technology for the first time when I go on Weeble desktop. So shout out to Weeble desktop. We're at $3.10 on the contract. There's only one contract I've purchased. Like I said, it's I feel like it is due for a strong pullback, but I don't believe that we're going to be ripping for that downside for that long. Could be wrong or could be right. We'll see what happens on the 5. It's not looking good on the 5 at all. Worst case scenario, we're still making 4x. Only bought one contract. I wasn't going to get too crazy with it. Also, keep in mind I didn't have that much money to buy more contracts. This is the small count challenge. It hasn't been a good challenge at all. But I'm very grateful to be here. I'm very grateful to be traded in front of everyone. We started at, I believe it was 790. We made our way back up to 1100, ripped on Coinbase, went back down to 110 to eventually to $66. $66 is what we drew the account down from 1100. You want to talk about degeneracy? That's it right there. Do not full port your account on zero DTE Coinbase. So I learned from that, and now I'm on zero DTE full port on Trump stuff now. This is what's left of the small account challenge, which is actually a pretty decent chunk right now. It's looking really, really good, honestly, because yes, we are going to be down $700. However, to go from $66 almost blowing the account to being up to 300, there's still wiggle room. There's still breathing room to come back up. Very good at making the money, not the best at keeping the money. So let's see if we can make some really good money today. Strongly believe we can. We got to pass this previous candle if we really want some heavy strength, some heavy volume to come in. Let's see. We're comparing volume right now. The biggest form of volume was the beginning of the initial open, 170,000, 189,000. Its peak at 300K, which doesn't even come close to what happened on October 21st, the first time Trump stock DWAC ripped to 300%. So we're currently at 28,000. We're pushing past the candle, but we also have less volume, which is not a good sign at all. I'm not very stoked about that one at all. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to share this live stream with some people, see if we get into it. And if not, just... Is anyone in the voice chat right now? Oh, fuck. Okay. That's premium voice chat. Okay. I'm a brokey. So I don't get that. Shout out to Karsani Trades. Shout out to Barnes. Shout out to Swing Ripper. Probably the best traders that I know in the world. Best teachers in the world. Extremely, extremely happy to have you guys teach me and making me become a successful trader. And definitely telling me not to do degenerate shit like this. Swing did say that there is some room to run for open. That gave me the confidence to enter on open, and I'm happy I did because I'm not sure if I would have done it right off the bat unless I had that confidence from him. We're looking pretty weak. We're looking pretty shaky right now at $21. We've got 38 seconds left on that. Bid is at 355. We're at $2 right now. We could see a downside rip. It doesn't look really good right now, but then again, I'm not really stressing it. We've made good profit. We've made 400, 500% already. We're just gonna chill. I'll be super, super, super happy if we break 428 and I make my $1,000. If we go up 300%, that $1,000 can easily turn into 5, 10 grand perhaps. So let's not. Let's think big. Let's dream big, but let's also put our stops in place. Let's also get ourselves ready mentally to take profit, take risk off the table. Shout out to Barnes for that one. They're telling me to take risk off the table. So. All right, so we're gonna check out our strength meter. This also gives me a lot of like an idea as to how, not necessarily just volume, but a lot of times volume won't always necessarily kick in automatically. What order flow and heat maps will. So I do use the strength meter right here. It kind of tells me how heavy are bears pushing, how heavy are bulls pushing. You can have extremely heavy volume on either side. Let's say we're going to be pushing extremely hard to the upside. There's a lot of strength in it, but there's also a lot of strength of bears pushing back as well. That candle is not going to move exponentially. On the strength meter, you're going to be able to see how hard bulls or bears are pushing. And it'll give you an idea as to how much this can run if either side gives up or gives away, which is another, like, it's an excellent, excellent, excellent tool that I love to use. I'm going to switch over to the 15 just because I'm getting a little bit nervous right now. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. We've got 13 minutes left on this 15-minute candle. We still haven't had a touch on the 15-minute EMA. For me, that is my form of confluence. If I need to get out, if we touch that EMA on the 15 and we break that, we're probably out. If we rip to this like that, I'm out automatically with my stop loss. Just kind of already knowing how options work on that heavy volatility, you'll immediately get cranked out really fast. But there is a lot of interest in both of these stocks, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm gonna scan the YouTube's. I'm gonna look at YouTube right now and see if anyone else is trading this right now. Also, big shout out to Patrick Ryland. Excuse me. Big shout out to Patrick Wyland for kind of inspiring me to do like the live streams and live trades and stuff like that. He only does futures on NQES. Be pretty cool if he did hop in on a Trump stop or a Trump stop or a Trump. Oh my god, I can't Trump stock or a fucking meme stock. Holy shit. Would I ever pre-invest in any of these? No, but it's fun to ride these. It's fun to ride the wave. It's fun to kind of, learn. I better exit out of that big booty Latina's window. That way you guys don't see that. I don't look like, well, actually I do. All right, so We're stuck. We're trapped between 21 and 22. Trying to make that $22 level is really tough right now. We did get halted earlier previously. We're looking like we're picking up a little bit. 12 minutes left on the 15-minute. I'm going to put a level right here just because I know this is a lot. Right? A lot of this. I don't know why. The funny thing is, I don't know why the resistance is not necessarily at 22 and it's specifically right here. See how the width is just projected right here, how this is just panel body closed right there, when in actuality, 22 is right there. So we are still getting a lot of fighting. I'm probably taking out a lot of people right now because we keep hitting it, keep tapping it, keep tapping it, keep fighting it. So we'll see what happens, see what pushes. There's a lot of people that want to see this stock go down and crumble, and there's a lot of people that want to see the stock rip up. I think bulls will definitely win this today. We're definitely on a tear right now. Not a good sign. We pushed over, came back down. Now we're kind of ripping back down. Currently at $21.68 on Trump stock. I'm gonna move this over to the left-hand side. Yeah, $21.62 right now as we speak. Not looking pretty right now. I'm going to skip over to the 5-minute to see what's going on. Actually, not looking that bad. Bounce under the 9, or excuse me, bounce under the 9 EMA. Let's see if we ride this or if we go below this. I do like to probably be all out at 2069. To be completely honest with you, I'm most likely going to move my stop to whatever the bid is at 2069, just to kind of protect me. Or so there's that option, and that was 2069, right? Or we've also got 1993 right here. Check to see where we're at on bid and ask. We haven't cracked $3, which is a good thing. Trying to hold this as it's being pushed down. Let's see how much of a tear we have on this candle right here. So it's a 40% rip to a 20% rip. So I am expecting this to breathe down a little bit and then consolidate and then come back up. So there's always two ways to look at different scenarios. At the end of the day, take risks off the table. Always make sure you're locking in something. Always make sure you've secured something. Don't let yourself go from positive to negative. I feel like I'm only talking to myself right now at this point because I have been a huge victim. Call it whatever you want to call it. I've definitely done this a million different times over and over and over. $21.51, $21.61 right now. We're in the green. We went from red to green, which to me is a very good sign. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just talking. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Bid is at $3.55. 21.58 is where we're sitting at. I'm gonna see what's up with this one. Wanted to move that down like a little bit of perfection. Now, once again, all I have to do is just change the stop price over to 3 whatever 20, whatever it is that I want to put it at, and then just hit the sell button, and boom, I'm already out. I'm not going to try to sell on the market, sell on the bid, set on the ask. I'm just going to put it one stop below and then just get myself stopped down profit. Not looking pretty right now. Bouncing back and forth, bouncing back and forth, bouncing back and forth. Let's see what the 5-minute looks like. Once again, the 5-minute's going to look way worse than this. Let's see what happens. No. So I'm gonna mark down 1993 here. Also, Lux Algo TTM or Lux Algo in general has really good indicators. I'm not paid or any form of advertising sponsorship with Lux Algo. I just really love smart money. If you don't want to figure out your levels or possibly find forms like levels of resistance that you didn't see or didn't pick up on, this is another great indicator that I'd love to use. Especially those premium, those discount levels. Those are absolutely amazing. I know right here I've got a weak high, and then I've got a strong low right here, which is awesome. I'm gonna go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go back in here. I'm gonna show you guys a couple other things. just so I can. It kind of helps me as far as okay. So now I do have my premium, my discount though. You take this off, you'll see how they go away. Pretty cool. Give you some form of idea of where to buy, where not to buy, et cetera, et cetera. Uh, I've marked 1993 down as my base level where I think we should be able to touch if we're bearish and then bounce from there. But we're also on the 5 right now, the 5 EMA as we speak right now. Trend days they vary. They're either going to ride on the 5 minute, 5 minute 9 EMA or the 15-minute 9 EMA. Up for debate. But I do like the fact that the 5 minute 9 EMA is coming up to that form of resistance from that level of resistance. More that kind of squeezes closer, the closer we are getting to breaking $22. Not looking pretty at all, but at the same time, still holding, still staying confident, not really crapping the bed. If you're a smart trader, you already locked in your stop loss, you already know how much money you're going to make. Worst case scenario, you make money. Best case scenario, you make stupid cash. At the end of the day, though, your trading mentality, overall emotions are much more copacetic than if you had nothing in place and you're just trying to hope for the best here. I mean, I am hoping for the best. All right, guys, we're at $21.41. We're still riding that 5 EMA. 22. I'm gonna say $22, not $21.80, but $22 is that big, big, big form of resistance right here. This is 22 right here. You can see how that wick kind of that red wick right here stops right at 22. But you've also got some heavy resistance right here. I mean, you could make an argument for either of these levels, but at the gist of everything, it's about $22 is where we have this form of I want to say resistance, but maybe we can just call it consolidation just because of how high we've come up and how quickly we've come up. Need some time to breathe. Uh, Definitely looking bearish right now. I'm going to switch over to 15 minutes, see what's going on. Let's see what's up. On the 15-minute, you still see the EMA is slowly coming up. I want to see if this touches. I have to be careful and check out where my bids and my asks are. I'm still at $3, which is a great thing. It's an excellent thing. People are still pouring into this and they're still buying options from this. Otherwise, we probably would have seen a really, really sharp decrease in premium value. So ID is extremely high right now. And not only that, but people are still kind of like waking up and getting news that this is at 58%. And they're kind of, oh my gosh, chipping in. Do I short it? Do I long it? What do I do? Do I get in? Do I not get in? There's a lot of people that don't know much about trading when it pertains to this stock. Same thing as AMC and GameStop, and they just want to go in just to go in. And I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm just saying that we're already up 58% at this point. I got in at 22 at market open. Last night when it was at 20%, I woke up this morning to 23. That gave me another strong form of confidence to jump into this trade. I'm literally at the minute that you open this trade, the minute that you open the market and you saw these trades, you saw these contracts, there was such a huge spread because these prices have never touched this in such a long time. You could have probably hopped in. I probably could have hopped in on a lot of things, but I think I got a very decent deal on this. I like zero DTEs on this for maximum profit. There was an 8-day option, but I don't want to do the 8-day option. We're losing 21 right now. We're fighting against 21 right now as we speak. We're going to see if we break 21. We break 21 very easily. So I only have digits as psych levels. I don't have like any other levels from previous months or weeks. The only thing that I do truly have is $28, which to me is probably like the biggest level that there could be on Trump stock. I most likely want to get out of that before then, or at least set my stop to, about 1,000, but about $1 at 1,000, $10, which is $1,000. Once we get up to that level, so if we do have any kind of form of resistance, we dip back down, I can cash in $1,000. That's the game plan. That's what's going through my head right now, as we're sitting at 325 on the chart. This is like actually really big news for Trump stock. Debatable whether this is going to go the way it did when it first, what way it did in October, but this definitely has a lot more room to ride. We're going to see what happens. We're going to see what happens as time transpires. I like a pretty sharp move back up to the upside within the next 2 minutes. Once this 15-minute body closes, I think we'll be in a much better standing. We're also climbing back up to 21.14. We're no longer fighting at 21. It goes up and down, it goes up and down, it goes up and down. Where it's somewhat stagnant just because of the sheer amount of people that are jumping in and out, jumping in and out. Just huge consolidation from a big, big, big move. But it looks slow, and it could definitely be, disguised as any other stock on a slower day, but this is 100% not running slow volume. We're trying to break 21 again for downside with 1 minute and 17 seconds left. I like some form of uh, bullishness for the end, I would say 30 seconds of this candle for it to kind of, I would say rip back up, but kind of reach back up. Trying once again to break 21, having a hard time trying to break 21. Let's check out our premium. $3 now. So we moved down from 350, 330 to $3. So let's see what happens. We've got 45 seconds left on this candle. This is a pretty big candle. This is a pretty big moment right here, especially at this level, especially where my EMA is right now with everything that's going on. I'm going to look at my 5 minute. We're going to see what we look like on the 5 minute. So we are definitely below on the 5 minute. It does look like it will just rip to the bottom. But I also, every single time you see some form of bear flag, there's also another version of the bear flag where I think it's a bear flag and then it just rips straight up to the sky and you're stopped out if you're going in puts. I'm not going in puts though. 21.15 right now, $21 right now, 21.09. That EMA did not move for shit. It was at 1993. We're still sitting at, what are we at right now? 19. We're at 2000. 2006. We're at. I do still want to see this touch the EMA and then rip back up. We'll see what's going on. We're at $3.20. We're still a $1.20 away from getting stopped out. Cannot break $21, which is really good. You see these two levels right here. We're stuck in this little channel right here. There is no midpoint because it's just so irrelevant. But $22 to $21 is the way that I look at it. You can do 21.80 or $21 as the support and resistance, but it's a really, really, really tight in between the two. I got to make sure I keep my eye on my premium, make sure it doesn't, dip too low. Premiums have been holding its strength very well. I do want to say, really do want to say it's been holding itself very well. I mean, we have a really hard candle right here. What is this right here? Yeah, 6% move to the downside, and we still held pretty decently. I mean, granted, we did go up from I think it was 900 to 3, but we're still pushing, trying to get pushed down, trying to get pushed down, trying to get pushed down, and premiums are still staying roughly around 330. So let's see what happens. I'm going to switch over to the 5 EMA. Let's see what's going on there. If I go over to the 1 minute candle, you're going to see so much more going on. This is going to be so much more active, so much more live. Let's check this out. And you know what? We can probably just watch it from here. And as you can see, like these levels that I drew kind of perfectly add up. They kind of perfectly match up, at least for the support, even the resistance. It definitely does match up for sure. Let's pick up this game was wow, 4%, and the other one was 10%. 10% on one minute. That's how you get those insane returns. You can see a lot of this consolidation. Right? Doesn't want to budge, doesn't really want to move much, which is fine. We're just going to sit and wait, sit and wait, sit and wait. We're definitely well below the. Well, right now, technically, we're above the 9 EMA on the 1 minute. I don't look at that. I really don't look at EMAs when it comes to the 1 minute. If I'm looking at the 15 minute, I'm definitely checking out my strength meter. We're at a 58, 59 on being pushed down on the strength meter, which is not a good thing. It's not a good sign at all. It means that there's a lot of volume getting pushed into puts. A lot of people want to see this burn to the ground. So we're going to keep that in mind as we're watching the stock. You can see it right here, that little 58.92. So whenever you do see that, especially when you see this turn a different color, look at that. We've got 89. That's almost, that's an absolutely insane volume if you're hitting 89, almost $1 on the strength. We're at 59 right now on puts. They're really trying to push this down and below, but we're still holding. Bulls are still holding it out. I do still want to see a down rip. I want to see a strong down rip before we come back up. I do want to see something that will kind of scare people, take out some stops, and then definitely get some people to panic sell on these contracts. So let's see how that goes. There's that push to the bottom, trying to break 21. Okay, let's move this over. We're at 320 now on premium, 310 on premium. Doesn't look good for premium. It looks like almost like premium knows that we're going to be ripping below this level. We'll see what happens though. EMA is currently at 2003 as we speak. See, look how we're sitting right there on 21. Now we're 2095, 2098. Will we get pushed back up or will we get pulled back down? What? And then also one thing I think that's super important is if you're looking for something to bounce off the 15-minute 9 EMA, you should definitely be looking at if we're ever trending on this right here. So, while this does that, let's go back. I got my close eye on this number right here, even though, I'm trying to explain something and look at something. I do like to take a look at history and see how things react when it comes to the stock. Let's zoom in on the second biggest day that Trump stock had. We are ripping downside right now. 2086, not looking too good. 2065, 2063. Let's make sure we keep an eye on our premium. We're at 287 right now. Not looking the hottest. So we are respecting the 15 minute on the 9 EMA. I'm going to switch back over to here so I don't crap my pants. We're getting close to that stop out price. And once again, we get stopped out. It is what it is. The only thing that would definitely suck is if we get stopped out and then it just goes on an absolute rampage and then just kind of go, I could have made X, Y, Z. Never a good thing. Okay. Wow. Look at that premium go. All right, so now we're at 253. I feel really good at where I put that stop at, honestly. Like, I feel if we break this, it was meant for me to be stopped out, honestly. It was meant for some downside continuation as well. That's really close. I'm switching over stock, which I should never, ever, ever, ever do because that's just going to result in me taking less profit. But I am nervous. I do what nervous traders always do. We're going to hit modify this. We're going to keep an eye on this at 209. I still strongly believe that we will get a bounce up from here, from 211. From this 211, 212, we're going to bounce up from here. And if we don't, then I'm glad I got out of that stock. That would have been one of the meanest, bear traps of all time. Look at that, 5% on that candle right there. To be honest with you, I don't even think I needed to change my stop. Oh, I'm out. Yep, I'm stopped out. Fuck. I don't know how I didn't get stopped out of that. All right, I'll be right back, guys. I can check to see what's up with this on my Weeble. See if I am somehow still in. Oh, okay, I get why. Never mind. I get why. You haven't gotten filled yet. I'm gonna end this session right now so I don't crap my pants, guys. It's been awesome doing this with you. Let's see what happens in the future. I'll come back on if we keep ripping to the upside.